Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy 52 Games here. Welcome back to another Warframe video. So today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys my new and well, it's not proof because this guy just dropped. I'm showing you guys this insane Nokko build that I've just been loving and destroying still path. I've been out DPSing a lot of other frames, and I am surprised by how strong this guy is. We're hitting red crits insanely often with his abilities. Yeah, you heard that right, abilities. We are also very hard to kill, along with tons and tons of crowd control and tons of that's really energy. Just a whole bunch of ish going on here in Warframe thanks to this new guy Nokko. But if you guys just not tuning in for the first time and want to see more Warframe content like this, please you guys hit that like subscribe button, because let's jump right into the build, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and get into Nokko's abilities. Now, his passive, upon receiving fatal damage, Nokko reverts into a spiraling form and his active mushrooms will glow, reviving Nokko when touched. Orb spawn will grant a speed boost but not healing. If a glowing mushroom is not reached in the time, Nokko will automatically use a self-revive, which is not bad, but he is basically unkillable. So if you got tons of mushrooms on the field, it's super easy. And the way, and I'd say the best way to use Nokko is in very closed corridors, because his spore spring will bounce off the mushrooms indefinitely while also hitting enemies. So definitely a very good passive, a lot, to me, if I'm being honest, a lot better than Nidus is.
Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Just because, in my opinion. But alright, his first ability is Stink Ring. Throw a mushroom that periodically sheds poisonous spore, inflicting viral damage and status effect upon nearby enemies, while also lulling them to sleep. Now, with that being the case, when your spore spring bounces off this, it will double the pulse rate. So instead of it being 3 seconds, it'll be 1.5 seconds. Same goes for your bright bonnet. Pulse rate is 3 seconds, but it'll be 3.5 seconds when your spore spring jumps on your bright bonnet. But release a rejuvenating mushroom that emits a radius pulse, giving Nokko and his allies energy, and applying a buff to apply ability strength that lasts for a short time. Now, this ability scales with ability strength and duration, and also with range, which is very nice. Bright bonnet is probably one of the best energy abilities right now, as I see, because you can double cast it and you can stack it, unlike Energy Vampire from Trinity. So definitely bright bonnet is very good, and increase the amount of energy you gain and the duration that it lasts, along with having an insane radius that can be increased crazy high. Now, reroute. Now, this is a very interesting ability, but reverts to a spiraling form. Spawning orbs that heal Nokko and grant speed boost. While in this state, Nokko is untargetable and heals gradually, and he is also invulnerable to damage as well. But at the same time, it's not that bad of a ability, and also it's not that bad or good. You can't upgrade the speed boost, but you can upgrade the health per second and health pickup amount as well, with ability strength. And duration cannot be scaled, or it probably can, but wasn't really looking, not gonna lie. Now, this ability is so freaking broken. Spore Spring, I don't know what DE was thinking when giving this guy such an insane ability. Now, alright, so next is Spore Spring. I love this ability. It hits so hard, so hard. But unleash a chaotic ballistic mushroom that seeks enemies and bounces explosively off whatever it touches. Contact with any of Nokko's mushrooms, invigorate them, doubling their pulse rate. Like I said, from Stink Brain, you can increase that by to 1.5 seconds. Same with your bright bonnet. But if you have 2 of each or 4 of each of time, is pretty much every quarter of a second that you'll be gaining a damage pulse or energy as well. Well, bright bonnet is only 2, so it's like every 1.5 seconds. All right. Now, so what it does, it drains 75. Now, this thing scales with ability range and duration. Now, you cannot increase the max bounces, and you cannot increase the crit chance per bounce. Now, with each bounce, whenever Spore Spring hits an enemy, it multiplies itself by 25% up to a amount of 10 times. Now, you can increase the amount of crit that is built up faster with certain things like Arcane Avenger or Cascaded Overcharge, which I am using on this build, just to hit red crits a lot sooner. Now, you'll usually hit the red crit range around your 7th or 8th. Yeah, I want to say, yeah, around your 8th or 9th bounce when you don't increase your overall crit chance. But if you use Cascaded Overcharge, which gives you a 300%, you'll be hitting red crits upon the 5th bounce versus your 8th or 9th bounce, which is very, very nice, and I say definitely recommend. Now, the build I'm about to show you guys is insane, but the explosion radius is 3 meters, which can be scaled with ability range as well, and I think you can scale the projectiles, but I'm not too sure, but we're going to see when we jump into the build. Now, alright guys, I'm going to show you guys the Archon shards. First, we have 2 green shards for toxin status effects to do 30% more damage. You can definitely go all green, all emerald Archon shards just to hit insanely hard. I definitely recommend that if you guys want to just hit some crazy numbers, but we're hitting crazy numbers already, as you guys see in the beginning of the video. And we have 2 red shards for ability duration and 1 for casting speed. And as you guys know, as the great Nightmare Frame says, if you let your abilities shine, you will die. Yeah. Now, alright guys, for this build is a bit wacky. I'm going growing power, prime sure-footed, precision intensified, blind reach, auger secrets, prime flow, rapid resilience, fast reflection, and overextended. And now, if you're wondering why I'm doing shield getting, it's because he has a abysmal health pool, and I mean a abysmal health pool. It is not worth it. But I tell you, it is not worth it to stack health on this guy. Health taking probably could, but his health is just so low, guys. I just think it's worth it because you'd have to take up spaces from your Archon shards. I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest. But he has a very nice base of 400 shield, which is very nice. So, but the reason I chose rapid resilience is just to lower the amount of status duration on us, so that is hitting our health. So toxin, for instance, so any toxin eczema stat test, we won't even get a single proc of toxin off bonus. Even if we're standing inside of it, we should be good. Well, nah, if you're standing inside, it'll probably still hurt you, but you guys know what I'm saying. And whenever we shield gate, we have arcane aegis and fast deflection just for that faster recharge time, and augers and 2 auger mods just to increase that as well. Now you can definitely go brief respite, but I just chose growing power just because I love to have an insane amount of ability strength. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, you can only scale the damage and max radius and explosion radius when it comes to that. But so for instance, I subsumed off sprawling, or whenever we turn into a sprawling, I subsumed out just because for this build we are absolutely invisible, so we don't need it. So I decided to throw on ward just to greatly increase our damage of our good old Spore Spring, which is insane. Next we have Bright Bonnet, which we get a 24% energy restore per second with a 50% ability strength increase, along with when our growing power is procced on and more augmented, along with our Bright Bonnet procced, that will also scale to about 80 or 90% when we are fully maxed out, which is insane, guys. And when we have this, we can reproc our roar to greatly increase as well, while having us in 100 while having only a 163 base, which is pretty insane, guys. Pretty insane. Now, but if you want to, you can go ahead and drop precision intensify if you don't want to just focus on Spore Spring, and you can just go transient fortitude and drop auger secrets and go precision intensify with transient fortitude. But I definitely recommend that for sure, guys, for sure. Or if you just want to go on intensify, that's cool too, whichever you prefer. Now, when it comes to continuity, if you guys want to have a bit of fun, I definitely recommend Archon Continuity just to lower enemies armor thanks to corrosive from Archon Continuity with a 55% ability duration, inflict toxin damage, will apply corrosive status effect as well. So this is actually a very nice, and you definitely could run this if you want to. I definitely recommend. So definitely give it a try. Archon Continuity is definitely a good choice to run on this guy. Like, he is very, very strong. And if you want to go Archon Intensify, and if you want to keep your spiraling, you definitely run Archon Intensify with your spiraling form just to get another huge increase to your ability chain from 60%, which is very nice. And Arcane Angels and more augmented. Now for the weapons, doesn't really matter. I just chose Bubonico just to have it, but primary merciless. But if I had my way, if I had this maxed out, I would definitely go primary blight, because this does counter the crit damage of your spore spring. So I definitely recommend primary blight, just increase that. And for your secondary, I would recommend Cascaded Overcharge, because it increases your overall crit chance across the board, which is insane and super fun and great to have, in my opinion. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just chose Serata just because, you know, I just wanted to stay with the whole electric, like, sorry, the whole toxin vibe. Sorry. Fire it up, Ghost, Spare Part, Shield Charger, Vacuum, Regen, Contagious Bond, Duplex Bond, Ambush, and Guardian. And for our Bear Gloss, you guys already know, I use this thing heftily. Thermite rounds, cameras up to Battle Sense, Serration, Critical Late, Ram rounds, Infect the Clip, So Heat Viral, you know, the goodies, which does spread insanely thanks to Contagious Bond. But yeah, guys, that is my Nokko build. And if you guys want to see more Warframe content like this, make sure you guys that like, subscribe button for your boy, because it's about to get good, baby. Oh, and I also forgot to mention an honorable mention. And if you guys want to further increase your toxin damage, you can definitely run your Pharaoh Predicite. All right, thanks to its ability, definitely run the Pharaoh Predicite. So worth it. But I recommend you run melee and do not run invis, because you can't. So I definitely recommend running melee with this guy, just for his pack leader to keep him procced and alive at all times. But yes, he's such a good companion. But I'm out, guys. You did catch the next one. Peace.
I feel like Bruno, but call me Uno, cause I got one of them with me. And I'm a beast, pity, this shit gon' bang, shitty, gotta put on for my city, bitch, I keep everything I think I had enough, all this money got me acting up. Niggas be mad as fuck, cause they know I gotta bag it up.